Hello, everyone, and welcome to another TSJW Network exclusive interview. I, of course, am Trellis Williams, and we are glad to be bringing on a six-time MSAHA champion, two times in the 18U boys, two times in the 16U boys, one time in the 14U boys, and then one time last year as the 14U girls head coach for the Laurel Lady Hawks. And now he is picking back up coaching for the Laurel Lady Hawks on all age levels, 18U, 16U, and 14U. And he will be picking up once again this year. We are glad to have him back. It is Coach Cliff Jenkins. And Coach, we are glad to have you on the show. Glad to have you back as like a head coach, prominent head coach in the league. I mean, people know you as being one of the best that this league's ever had when it comes to coaches, and you're back in the fold with the Laurel Lady Hawks. So it's good to have you back.
Well, it's good to be back, Trellis, and that's a very kind introduction. I think it's just I don't know if all that's true, but I sure appreciate the kind words.
Well, Coach, well, Coach. I mean, look, you finished out your time coaching the boys, winning back-to-back 18U championships, and especially that last one, the 2022 one, was
Yeah,
the year where it wasn't really looking too good for you guys at some points in the season on winning the championship, but you're able to pull it out. I think that that's
yeah.
a big time accomplishment, and that was the last time you were coaching the boys. So now you're about to be coaching the Lady Hawks in all age
Yeah.
groups. So, what brought you back to pick the clipboard back up?
Well, you know, basketball is one of those things that I got into with my boys. Michael, when he was younger, kind of led us into it, and um, Caleb, of course, followed along through that. I coached out Caleb's senior year when he graduated, and I've got a 12-year-old daughter, Chloe, who is going to be playing this year. And if she's playing, I want to try to be there with her. And of course, I enjoy the team and I enjoy the kids, enjoy the sport. So it just seemed natural and right to come back and pick it up and go from there.
And so, just what I was talking about just a little bit ago about those last 2 years, you coaching the 18U boys, you won six championships, five as a boys coach, then the one last year with the 14U girls. Just what did you feel like you learned as a coach, especially through those last 2 years, and particularly that last year coaching through a tough
And
season but coming out as champions?
so one of the things that I learned with the boys, uh, well, several things, but some of the most prominent things are number one, it really is a lot better to come out in the lead than it is to come out behind. And our boys seem to have this great habit of trailing through the first quarter.
Yeah.
So we really are trying to stress with the girls, hey, we come out and we try to jump on them first. And the other thing I learned really kind of stuck home is, we're not playing for the first game or the first half of season. We're really playing for the last few games of season. That's really where you're
Yeah.
working to pull it all together and make it all count.
Yeah, and I know you do coach like that because both those seasons that you won the championships, 3 seed and then the 2 seed,
Yeah,
3 seed on the first championship, 2 seed on the second one, and on that last one, you guys, I mean, as a matter of fact, in 2021, you guys lost four conference games.
yeah,
Um, but of course that year it was a very crowded field. The top five teams
yeah.
had a chance at winning the championship as well as in 22. Um, but kind of expand on that, focusing on winning at the end. What do you tell your guys during the season when they take some losses there?
Hey, I come into the season telling them every game on our schedule is an L until we actually go win it. So
Yeah,
doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter what level they're at. Um, we work hard, we practice hard, we try to figure out our strengths and weaknesses, work through those things, grow our strengths, improve on our weaknesses. But the biggest thing is just trying to keep everybody engaged, keep them learning, keep them moving, keep them growing to be what we can be, the best potential at the end. And that's really where our focus is.
so now, turning the attention a little bit to this girls team that you're about to be coaching,
Yeah,
you're picking up where Coach Shon Spradley left off. He did a
yeah,
great job in
we
his
did.
7 seasons as coach. I mean, when he took it over, one of the worst teams in the league, and then when you finish, you're one of the best. So one of the best. You are the best, the absolute best, as a matter of fact, not losing a single conference game last year, winning 2 championships in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So speak to the high level program that you're stepping into, a program with a winning culture.
Yeah, man. Coach Shon did a tremendous job. In fact, last year I stepped in and kind of helped out with the 14U girls, and I told them at our athletic banquet, I wish I could say that. I wish I could say that I could claim some credit for the season that we had, but really I just kind of got to sit and steer the boat for a while. Coach Shon had really laid a great foundation. Coach Lindsay Dry had worked with those girls for a couple of years before and had just really done a good job with them. Those girls coming through all levels, from the seniors we have all the way down to our new girls coming in, that they all have just a really great attitude, a good work ethic. They're easy to coach. They want to win. They want to put the work in to do it, and that's a culture that Coach Shon and the other coaches have developed over the years and just have done a fantastic job. I couldn't be more excited about a program to step into than the one I'm stepping into. I think it's gonna be a great year.
Definitely. And one thing I noticed that is a difference between different girls programs and the different levels of success that might happen is just how much those girls work on their game outside of practice and in the
Yeah,
games. And that has a lot to do with some coaching to inspire the girls to want to
absolutely.
work on their game. So just kind of speak to that a little bit, and kind of what you're sensing so far as you've had some practices with these girls. How much are they working on their game?
Yeah, they're working.
Yeah.
They know. We especially the varsity team. The varsity team lost 3 just big senior leaders last year.
Yeah.
These girls are preparing to step up and take on some significant roles and responsibilities. They know that's coming. Coach Shon has just really built into them this work culture and accountability culture, and they know what's coming and they are preparing to take that on. So, and I haven't had to do a whole lot of spark lighting to make that happen. They're doing it on their own. They're excited about it.
Yeah, and so you coached so you did get back into coaching. You took a year off of coaching,
Yeah.
and then you coached the 14 you girls last year. Had a good amount of success there. Made it to the championship game of district and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have an MSAHA tournament for that division. So, and you guys were undefeated, so you won that. But just kind of talk about that core group of girls, because I know that you're going to be stepping into coaching all of them. So you're going to be coaching
Yeah.
some of the girls that are older as well that you didn't coach last year. But just kind of talk about that young group and kind of as they get older, the chemistry that they're building.
Yeah. So one of the great things about this whole group of girls, they've already got just really great chemistry.
Yeah.
With the boys program, it was so large that we had kind of split the 14U boys off from the 16 and 18U boys.
Yeah.
And with the girls program, it's not quite that large. We did run some separate practices last year, but the core group practiced all together. We would hold separate 14U practices, and some of the newer players would come in. So they've already got great chemistry. This year, trying to head coach all 3 teams, we've just committed that we're going to run all of our practices together. So all the new girls coming in, they're plugging in and fitting in good. They've got good chemistry. And as far as what the girls are going to contribute, we're not trying to change up any of our systems or anything. We're tweaking a few things to match some players, but most of the girls returning, they know what their roles are. They know what we're asking of them. They know what their systems look like, and so it really is just a refining and honing and figuring out who plays what roles in these systems as new people move in. So it's really looking good for them to move in and have a real smooth transition this year.
Yeah, and so just like I mentioned earlier, stepping into a championship culture, and what that comes with is some high expectations, of
Sure.
course. And that's not just for you; that's also for the girls themselves. They're
Mm-hmm.
used to winning championships, and so what are your goals for this team outside of winning championships? Obviously, you want to win the championship,
Yeah.
but you have to have some goals outside of that when you are the team that's been winning.
Yeah. So I told our girls, in fact, I've already given them some of my goals for the year.
Yeah.
Always, always, our sights are on winning the championship game. I mean, that's really that's for us anyway. I know other teams uh, go on to other tournaments and other levels. You guys had a great year last year with nationals, and hey,
Yep.
congratulations on that.
Oh
Fantastic.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I've told our girls, obviously, MSAHA championships are one of the goals on the table. We're pursuing those.
Yep.
Um, but I want to see us strive. I want to see us strive for something a little further, a little outside of that normal reach. And so I put on the table that one of our goals is I really want to pursue a district championship in Monroe. That's a goal this year. And another goal is we've got several 5A academies that we play
Yep.
on our schedule this year. And I told them, I said, we may not beat 5A academies, but my goal is that we play really strong games. And ultimately, the goal is we would love to roll in and be able to beat some of those 5A academies. So we're setting big sights. We're
Yep.
working toward big goals. Hey, if we reach them, that'll be great. If we don't, we're going to strive for them anyway.
Absolutely. And the competition in the league in the MSAHA is supposed to be getting a little bit stronger as well. And you guys kind of losing, 3 of the top 4 players in the league
Yes,
according to the all conference at the end of the year. And then around the league, not supposed to be having too many people graduating off that were major players in last year. So you might be able to get some tougher competition from around the league. So
sure.
how do you get these girls ready to defend the crown when the other teams in the league are really after
Oh man,
them?
trying to. That's always a question, Trellis. I mean,
Yeah.
it was that way with the boys.
Yep.
I've not had a whole lot of experience with the girls, so we'll figure that out as we go. But what I'm anticipating is an awful lot of motivation and player management, mentality management, those kind of things. But hey, we're working toward it.
For sure, coach. And so we're excited about the upcoming season. Excited about having you back out there coaching. You'll be coaching the Laurel Lady Hawks this season, and so excited about that for sure. And get that season started back up in October, coach. So we appreciate you joining us right here on the TSJW Network exclusive interview.
Yeah, glad to be here and looking forward to the season. Appreciate everything that you've done for the conference and
Oh yeah,
just getting the word out and TSJW Network. Y'all do a fantastic job.
oh yeah. Thank you very much. And folks, please be sure to hit the subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. So we plan on having some more stuff coming out, maybe some more history interviews with some people from the past in MSAHA history. And so we appreciate you joining us, and we appreciate Coach Cliff for joining us as well. Thank you all. Please subscribe and hit the like button. We out.